particularly happy for your assurance that there are no blows in this room. There's no finger pointing, but you're seeking areas of collaboration and working together going forward. I'm also very happy that you're aware of the activities we are doing to ensure that our brothers and sisters who are living with disability are also given their space to participate in the political arena. Yes, we have developed agenda inclusion and policy. It is at the print level. We are planning to call stakeholders for the validation and discussion around that policy. Because we have done internal stakeholder engagement and validation, we now want to invite stakeholders and DPOs to help us see how that policy is going to be implemented. It's a very deep policy. We have really proposed a raft of so many programs and approaches to ensure that there is inclusion and there is participation. I know the law is very clear on the inclusion, both from international, regional, and the local law. And ours as IEBC is to ensure that these laws inform our processes, inform our programs, and ensure total adherence to the provisions of the law in as far as inclusion and mainstreaming of disability in political participation arenas. Apart from that gender and inclusion policy, we have also done a lot of work, especially looking back to 2017 on stakeholder engagement with DPOs and both state and non-state actors that work around people living with disability. We have also mainstreamed disability in our IEC material, information, education, and communication material. If you look at our TV infomercials, our posters, our flyers, you find that there is always sign language interpreter to interpret the information to the people who are actually targeted. Interestingly, in 2017, there is a TV station called Science TV Station, and that we worked closely with. Luke Muleka just walked in my office. That time I was a manager in charge of voter education. And we talked and I saw that TV station being of benefit to this special segment of our population. And we also transcribed the IC materials. We put all the information that was contained in the physical posters, flyers, and our manuals into a booklet. Yes, we need a lot of training in as far as using this material and even interpreting the messages and all that. We have extended our invite. In fact, today at around noon, we are meeting the managers of KICD, Kenya Institute of Special Education, with a view of discussing with them on how they could provide for us sign language interpreters from their teaching fraternity in all the stakeholder meetings we are going to have. We have also written to the National Council for People Living Disability just to have a sitting with them and with a view to benefiting from their wide range of networks. And I'm happy that my brother is here also. We are going to sit down and see how we can widen the reach in all parts of this country and bring up the voices of people living with disabilities. Now, we've been accrediting election observers and voter education providers. I see most of the organizations working with people with disabilities coming up as voter education providers, but I've not seen them coming up as election observers. So that is the area we need to, in fact, inform your people that we also need to have them on board so that they can have that observation from a disability lens, and the reports coming from those missions will inform our policy and our strategy. Now, you're aware, even from the polling stations, we give preference treatment to people living with disability. And whenever we spot them coming to vote, our staff are well trained to cater and take care of people who need that services. They're given preferential treatment when they come to the polling stations. Yes, our polling booth has two parts. There's one that is that enables the able-bodied people to vote, and once we have a voter with special needs coming, we flip it to the other side to enable them to cast their ballot. Now, yes, Salome is the one in charge of political parties, and there's a lot that is happening in that department. It is housed under legal department. And with this kind of engagement, I'm sure we are going to take off the ground, ensure that there's concrete plans that will level up the ground for the participation of people with disability. I'm very happy too to hear there's a lot of proposals on legal framework and changes that will bring some life into legislations that have been kept in the cold. Yes, we need to work together, ensure that those legislations are a product of informed decisions, informed actions that will also open up the spaces for our people. I'm aware of Article 100 that lumps people together, special needs. Yeah, we need to unbundle that also in our proposals to give people living with disabilities their special categories, ensure that all of them are visible and they are given their chances as the law envisages. So going forward, it's almost 1 year to the general election before we start the active campaigning and electioneering period. As we move to the next financial year, 2021-2022, you shall see more of us as IEBC engaging with you in the first 6 months between June and January of next year, so that the ground is actually activated enough and people are energized to take their spaces for both as voters and candidates in the coming election. So thank you so much for this opportunity. We are grateful and we are looking forward for more engagement.